guys, it's Tiri. Some of you may know me from my nerdy channel, youtube.com/user/Tiri, where I talk about nerdy stuff, just games I play, mostly World of Warcraft. But this is my diet channel where I talk about my low carb diet, and every now and then I do a cooking episode. This is a response video to Dodger's Coffee Time, where she talked about her spaghetti squash adventures. She found a recipe online and made it, and it was amazing. So I decided to make a video of me making it. And I may have made a few variations just because there's certain things that are involved in making this that I love. So slight alterations, but it's one of those that you can kind of do that with. So I'm excited about it. Anyways, here we go. This is what you will need. A greased pan, a spaghetti squash, 3/4 cup of crumbled feta cheese. It calls for a whole onion, but I have giant onions that came from my aunt and uncle's garden, so I'm using, it's probably a little over a quarter. A cup and a half of tomatoes. We'll see what I actually end up with once they're chopped. A clove of minced garlic. It calls for 3 tablespoons of black olives, so I'm just kind of estimating there. And 2 tablespoons of basil. You'll need a medium-sized bowl, a tablespoon. I'm using a 1/4 cup and a 1/2 cup. A pan, some vegetable oil. Oh yeah, don't forget the giant knife to do the chopping. So I had that guy cut this because I couldn't. I'll admit it. I'll admit that I am a wuss. So this is my spaghetti squash. And I gotta get the seeds out. I'm just gonna take a spoon. So now we have our squash halved and seeded. It's face down on a cookie sheet. Well, pizza pan, but you know, some kind of pan. It goes in the oven at 350 degrees. After about 30 minutes, take the spaghetti squash out, and you want to be able to stick a knife through it with ease. Just a little bit of pressure, and then you know it's done, so let it cool. Alright, so I got the onion chopped up. I pretty much just took the knife to it and chopped away. Minced up the garlic, and I would just like to say my 3 tomatoes was a perfect 1.5 cups once I got them chopped up. They were just some pretty plump Roma tomatoes. 3/4 the cup of feta cheese and olives. It ended up being like 4 or 5 tablespoons of sliced olives, but I love olives. And then the 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh basil. They're all in that bowl because they go in at the very end. The tomatoes go in close to the end, and then the garlic and the onion get sauteed now. You want to heat up the oil in your pan. I got it a bit hot, so they're kind of turning a little bit brown. But you want to heat it up, saute the onions until they are tender, and then we will add the garlic, then the tomatoes. Saute the onion till it's tender, and then add the garlic, which is what I've done here, and saute it for about 3 more minutes. The next thing you want to do is get the tomatoes in there, and just heat them until the tomatoes are warm. I want to mix them in some, and next time, will put in more onion. I'm always deceived by the onion. When I go to saute it, I always end up with less than I thought I would, but it'll still be good. I propped up this spaghetti squash so it can cool off. I'm gonna do this to both sides. It's still pretty toasty, and I'm gonna need to get that all cored out pretty soon. Once your spaghetti squash has cooled, just take a spoon and scrape it out into the bowl, like so. Well, this is more than I thought it would be. Holy squash. Then you want to get your sauteed vegetables. Make sure we don't miss any of the garlic. Then I have my basil, olives, and feta cheese all ready to go. Oh my god, this looks amazing. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, there's that. And you just want to lightly toss it in. Wow, this looks fantastic. I just would like to say it smells fantastic too. And then you have spaghetti squash numminess for like 2 days. Yeah. Now I have to do this. So it can be like a cliche cooking show. I have never had spaghetti squash, but this recipe is amazing, so you all should try it. Thank you so much, Dodger, for suggesting it. It's really, really good, and it's low carb if you are on a low carb diet, or if you just want to be healthy, because everything in it is amazing for you. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you are a nerd, which is probably the case if you came to this video because it was a response video to Dodger, you should check out my other channel. I will put in a notation. You can check it out. And until then, I will talk to you guys later. Alright, bye-bye.